Is it visible right now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
madam.
Okay. So yesterday we had a little bit discussion about what is branding. Today we will go ahead with the branding. That is, we'll start with the elements of branding. What elements are included in branding? That is called brand name, trade name, brand mark, trademarks, and trade characters. While we're talking about brand name is called also called the product brand. It can be a word, might be a word, or might be a letter, might be a number, or represented by any kind of symbol that represent the product, services, product description about the product and all. That was called the brand name. What do you understood by trade name? Trade name is also called as corporate brand. It identify the promote identifies and promote a company. ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ particular company like Google is being promoted, or a division of a particular corporation. So that was called trade name. Fine. Might it called as a corporate house or corporate brand. Then came a brand mark. It is a symbol. Fine. Today I'm short of time. Otherwise, I will show you how the brand symbols are very unique in nature. Think about a particular brand like Apple. The apple was little bit cut, little bit eaten by someone. That is the logo. When we're talking about SBI, the logo was there. When we think about SBI, actually, mind that logo will be reflected. If I'm talking about a particular brand like Tata, so when we're talking about Tata, mind there is a logo came of Tata. That was A is there, but the middle line of A is missing. So that was one of the Tata symbol. Then T, where the upper curve was twice written, and that was in a curve. So that was also resemblance of Tata. So brand trademark is something which is picked by the organization very wisely. And when they are pick that particular symbol for themselves, they try to save it in the IPR Act, and then they will display it to the world. And while we seeing a particular product, because when you see a product, no product do not have much space to write everything about the organization. That's why these are very unique symbols which is being represented with the brand as a trademark. And when we saw that particular beautiful logo or something like a beautiful picture in that particular product, on the surface of the product, we understood the product belongs to this particular brand, this particular manufacturer. So because brand is symbolized to the wealth, to the supportiveness, to the CSR, everything. That's why the people choose their product accordingly brand. And sometimes when there is a vehicle is going on, we identify, okay, this is the vehicle of MG. This is the vehicle of Tata. This is the vehicle of Maruti. This is the vehicle of Hyundai or Honda. So how we will identify, because the car is running so fast only because of that logo, which is very unique, and it was symbolized in the back, sometimes in front. And seeing that particular logo, we understood this particular product is from this particular company or manufacturer. So that is the uniqueness of the trademark. That's why while someone is choosing the trademark, the symbols or the annotations, it has to be very very unique. It has to be very different, and also it describes the organization in detail. Fine, ବହୁତ ଗୁଡେ ଦେଖିବେ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା ଆପଣ that particular logo was symbolized to the organization. That means that must be a story behind the organization, behind that particular brand or trademarks. Then trade characters. You can choose anything, like you can choose animal, ଯେମିତି କି syndicate bank, ଆପଣ ସେଠି ଦେଖିବେ there is a dog. The the syndicate bank brand logo re ଆପଣ ଦେଖିବେ there is a dog. It symbolized to one of the um, most obedient animal of the world, that is dog. That's why they are using that particular animal in that particular picture. ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ନେଇଛନ୍ତି NBC, it was reflected the peacock colors. So the animal which is the most beautiful animal of in the world, so NBC is picking that particular peacock's color. ଯେମିତି କି trade characters also, people are choosing animal. Apart from animal, they are choosing people. ଯେମିତି କି ନେଇଯାନ୍ତୁ Hyundai, there are two men shaking their hand, and that was the logo symbolized with, right? So they are choosing people, animated characteristics, objects, and like that they are using so many things which is represented as trade character in their particular trademark, which is advertised a product or a services that come to associate the product and services in any way. So but remember, when someone will choose the brand mark or trademark, whatever you can say, you have to choose very wisely that can describe your company's characteristics, your manufacturer characteristics, your product characteristics, everything. Fine. Then came to the branding strategies. What are the basic strategies that is being adopted in branding? That is called brand extension, brand licensing, mix branding, co-branding. Brand extension means what? A company starts with one particular product, then the company starts with one particular brand, ଯେମିତି କି Tata ନେଇଯାନ୍ତୁ, then he was extended his brand to Tata Salt, then Tata Motors, then Tata Power, and in some particular some particular product, the branding, the brand or the logo was little bit different to the particularly the parent logo is TA ତା ଛଡା ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଟାଟାର ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବେ କୋଉଠି କୋଉଠି ଟି ଖାଲି ଥିବ, so brand extension ସେ କରିଛି. So that was called launching of new product and taking the risk of the launching of that. And so as to launching with the new product, there are certain different logos like Range Rover logo different. So logos are being identified and brand symbols are being identified, and then it was being used. But the ମାନେ ଯଦି ଆପଣ କହିବେ initiation brand logo is one particular one, fine. So that was called brand extension. Brand licensing, one has to take license to use the brand in the general surface. ଆପଣ ଖାଲି brand ଟାକୁ identify କରିଦେଲେ କି ଗୋଟେ କୌଣସି logo ଆପଣ identify କରିଦେଲେ, that doesn't mean it was belongs to you. You have to legally adopted that, and for that you have to go for legal licensing agreement with the with the government. Then only you could able to find out the brand licensing. Otherwise you are not able to find out the brand licensing. Got it? So if you use a brand without brand licensing, without registering under the IPR Act, then anyone can steal it, anyone can use it. Fine, you cannot file a case against that person that he or she is using my brand logo or brand slogan or brand name here using, and you are not licensing that. You have to go for a legal licensing process agreement with the government. You have registered that brand name, logo, symbol, whatever you are choosing. You have to register that under the IPR Act. Tahale hi that brand is belongs to you, and then only you are the legal holder. Legal authorization of that brand is belongs to you, and no one can ever steal that. If someone steal, then you could able to file a case against that particular company or individual person or a group of persons, whoever may be. Then mixed branding. Mixed branding means the strategy is used some manufacturer and retailer to sell the product. And manufacturer of a national brand can make a product for sale under the another company's brand. Like this, a business can maintain brand loyalty through its national brand, increase in different product and product mix. then it increases its profit by selling private brands without affecting the reputation of sales and national brand. That means what? Mixed branding example hela kono, you see this Mega Mart and all. Mega Mart itself is a brand, fine. It is from Reliance Group and all. Mega Mart is having its own brand. But under the Mega Mart, there are that's a retailing shop, na. So under the Mega Mart, you could able to find out n number of brands, and n number of products. So that means what? In one particular surface, you could find out n number of brands, n number of products, and it is sold under a particular company. That company may be the manufacturer, may not be the manufacturer. तार किछि manufacturation product भी बिक्री होतबो, अलगा manufacturer भी product बिक्री होतबो. That is called mixed branding. Came to the last strategy, that was called came to the last kind of strategy, that is called co-branding. Co-branding means kundu.
Ma'am, mixed branding once again.
Mixed branding specifically very easy example is आपण कोनोसी भी departmental store जाउचन जेमति कि नै जंतु brand factory जाउचन Pantaloon जाउचन. So कि आपण जाउचन Reliance रो में जो आपण को Reliance Fresh जाउचन Reliance Fresh रे कोन खाली Reliance रो प्रोडक्ट बिक्री होची कि सेठी तो सब ब्रांड रो बिक्री होची लाइक MDH रो मसाला बिक्री होची, रुचि रो मसाला बिक्री होची, मैगी रो जिंस बिक्री होची. दैट मींस दैट इज Nestle रो जिंस बिक्री होची. एवरी पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड रो जिंस बिक्री होची. दैट वाज कॉल्ड, that is a retailing shop who is might be the manufacturer of some product, might not be the manufacturer of some product, but they can sell the various brands in one particular place. So Mega Mart रे आपनकर सब प्रकार ब्रांड रो जिंस मिलुची, and along with the brand of his own manufacturer. So that was called mixed branding. Co-branding ko asantu, according to the strategy, one or more brands are combined in a manufacturer of a product and delivery of the services to capitalize on their company's product and services reach to the new customer. Co-branding is easily can understood by the merger of the companies. जेमति कि बहुत companies merge हुंती. Why the merger was being done? पिलमनी merger basic requirement कौन था?
कंपनी लॉस हो चले से मर्ज करे होगा कंपनी
ना रे मां, merger ता loss नहीं, अमर acquisition and takeover है loss.
Ma'am, collaboration we can say in that place.
Yes, collaboration.
Ma'am,
Collaboration is why merger
for growth both company.
For
both growth company. Sorry, for growth ପାଇଁ.
We can say collaboration is for growth. Sometimes if you are not having any kind of open services for a particular place, नहीं जानतु Mr. X रो कंपनी रो ओडिसा रे कोनोसी प्रकार मैन्युफैक्चरेशन नहीं, कोनोसी प्रकार इन्वेंटरी नहीं, कोनोसी प्रकार वेयरहाउसिंग नहीं, किछि नहीं. But Mr. X knows that Odisha is a place where his product having some kind of a demand. So see, he has made a collaboration with Y company and says that I will use your all resources which is there in Odisha and manufacture my product under your roof, so that we both having similar kind of a product, so we could able to merge it. So expanding the opportunities, identifying the opportunities and reaching to the place with a very minimum expenditure, it is one of the way to go for the merger, and you could able to reach to the general public with easily. सेटा हला गोटे reason. Second reason हला, if you go to into the international market and it is a bit of difficult to enter to the international market, what is the best way to enter to the international market na? Identify a manufacturer over that particular country who is producing similar kind of a product, whatever you are producing. Then merge your company with that company and try to sell your product in that particular country with the help of the another company. So that is how the merger was being identified, because एठी आपण merger माने कोन, कंपनी रो शेयर merge होची. फाइन दी प्रकार मर्जर हमर होची गोटे ला आगे फर्स्ट कंपनी रे शेयर मर्ज होची देन दी कंपनी रो प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विसेज आपण सेठी जेकी सेल करूचंती बुझिला सो दैट वाज कॉल्ड मर्जर कहीं की मर्जर हुए व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड द मर्जर जेमती जने की आंसर देले मते ना देखिनी बट जे आंसर भी देले दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट merger is always beneficial for both the companies and remember merger रे कोनोसी भी कंपनी गोटे लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी हेथिले merger हुएनी merger ର simple terms and condition ହେଲା both the company is a growth making companies second ହେଲା both the companies produce a similar kind of product I'm not talking about same but similar kind of product if it is a electronic product selling company or manufacturing company same company he has to identify to merge
Madam, we
third
can
one
say JV, joint venture.
हाँ joint venture you can say that but merger रे कौन हुए ना 50% share or less than 50% share like say to 25% share of Mr. X company and 25% share of Mr. Y company are being merged in the stock exchange.
Okay.
In joint ventures there is no requirement of stock collaborations but in merger it is according to the act of merger it was required to the to stock collaborations and all. Now, both the company do not loss or loses its identity. दीटा का कंपनी रो कोनोसी कंपनी रो identity loss होबनी जेमते आपण नै जानतु Kelvinator and Electrolux both the company have name ता परे तला मर्ज ही जाउची ना ही जाउची Electrolux Kelvinator जेतला आपण मारुति सुजुकी हेथिला मर्ज हेथिला
Madam,
ना ही
HDFC has been recently merged into HDFC Bank. Now HDFC has lost its identity. It is one entity now, HDFC Bank.
no actually HDFC और HDFC बैंक जोटा ସେମାନେ similar group ना they are not different groups.
एग्जांपल में वोडाफोन आइडिया भी है
हाँ,
यहाँ।
Vodafone and Idea, but Vodafone and Idea is being merged. मोर idea नहीं मत लगुची सेटा बते
Vodafone Idea is not merged.
it is not merged as take out.
It
It
was
was
the stake was buy out.
all हाँ it was take out माने आपण कहउचनी take over.
Actually,
Vodafone
Acquisition.
Idea is a joint venture company, madam.
actually the
हाँ,
best
it was acquisition joint venture रे प्राय टाइम acquisition भी हुए देखो तीनटा concept आसे I am going beyond marketing actually it was finance तीनटा concept आसुची गोटे आसुची merger रे कोन होची ना दीटा company by the mutual consent they merge together their shares has to be merged it was less than 50% of individual share according to the terms and condition they will merge together and they will solely independently sell their product and with the consent that means आपण तांकर manufacturation use कर परिबे से आपण को manufacturation use कर परिबे आपण तांका इन्वेंटरी यूज करबे से आपण को इन्वेंटरी यूज करबे जदि आपण इंटरनेशनल मार्केट को जाउचंती you will sell your product in international market with the manufacturation substances so whatever is there in other country आपण सेटा यूज करके ना निजर प्रोडक्ट इंटरनेशनलाइजेशन करि परिबे सेकंड हला आपणकर मर्जर पर टेक ओवर and acquisition माने one company is a profit making company one company is a loss making company the profit making company is accusing the shares of loss making company that is more than 50% then जे loss making companies ହେଇଥିବ तार किछि terms and condition रहिबो like share तार terms and condition it was a long detail ता terms and conditions रे जेमति कि से केते परसेंट एम्प्लॉय बाहर कर परिबोनी केते परसेंट एम्प्लॉय बाहर कर परिबो को कैटेगरी लोकन को बाहर करि परिबनी कोन फैसिलिटी जोटा कि एम्प्लॉइज रो अछि से पेरेंट कंपनी रो एम्प्लॉय मानकर से फैसिलिटी से काटिबनी एमती किछि टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस रे एंड दी लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी जहार 50% रो अधिक शेयर्स एक्यूज होची से को टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन निजर राइट्स देई परिबनी ए सब को नेकी कोन हुए आपन को ना एक्यूजिशन हुए जोटी कि मोर देन 50% शेयर को गोटे ग्रोथ मेकिंग कंपनी एक्यूज करूची so initially mane end of the day the loss making company somehow loses its identity fine third hela complete takeover complete takeover means 100% buyout of shares माने गोटे कंप्लीट लॉस मेकिंग कंपनी को गोटे प्रॉफिट मेकिंग कंपनी कंप्लीटली एक्यूज करी जाउची मींस 100% बाय आउट ऑफ द शेयर्स So 100% से टेक ओवर करिदेला. नाउ जो कंपनी आपनकर 100% सेल करूची तार कोनोसी भी राइट्स रहिबो नाही. देयर इज नो राइट्स ऑफ दैट कंपनी बिकॉज ही वाज पूरा 100% शेयर को स्टेक आउट करिची. अबिका सी एम्प्लॉय रखिबो न रखिबो इट इज बेस्ड ऑन दी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस एंड एग्रीमेंट. बहुत टाइम रे कोन हुए एम्प्लॉइज एसोसिएशन थाय जो माने की ता धरे भी पार्टिसिपेट करंती. So basing on what terms and condition रे 100% acquisition होची और टेक ओवर होची से टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन को दीटा का कंपनी मानी की 100% बाय आउट ऑफ शेयर्स हुए. बुझेला. So we will not going to that. Co-branding means it is somehow we called as acquisition. Sorry, somehow called as merger. And merger hele both the brand are being helped to each other to promote each other's product in a different arena जोटी की आपनको product पहुंची पाउनी. So that is called co-branding. So next one is called packaging. जेमती कि हमें जानू जो what is packaging? Now packaging is a general group of activities in designing the container or wrappers for the product. That means it will protect your product from the outer environment. सेति पे हमें packaging टाको देखुचु. Packaging or package design is a unique combination of colors, crafts, symbols, distinguishing the product. Or packaging is an activity which is concerned with the protection, economic convenience, promotional consideration, etc. So these are the definition of packaging. So basically, हमें packaging कहले कौन बुझुचु? Now, when you receive a product, it has to be protected from the outer environment. So that's why people are very wisely, the manufacturer very wisely choose how to package it. Fine. देखिबे प्रोडक्ट देले आपण किनी की आनुचंदी केते सुंदर भाबरे सेटा पैकेज हेचे कोठु लीक हबनी एते आपण बहुत सॉलिड जिंस आनुचंदी लिक्विड जिंस आनुचंदी but it is never leaked. Why? Because it was so perfectly packed. Now when we're talking about packaging, why it was perfectly packed? Because it has to be, the product has to be safe from the outer environment. Set the first reason. Second, when there is a package, the product it looks beautiful. Fine. Jodi apan gote bahut sundar dress te pindi ki jauchan, people will give you certain kind of a response that you look beautiful or you look handsome, you look elegant. You look aji tu pura business party bhaliya mane you look on that way. Aji to बहुत बढ़िया मीटिंग पे प्रिपेयर ही के आसु. That means your outlook substantially, your outlook says more than or your look says बहुत जिंस जोटा कि लोक एक्सपेक्ट करंती. सेमती जेतले आपण कोनोसी प्रोडक्ट किनिया को जाउचंती, whenever you go to buy some product, you have immense number of expectations from that product. Now that packaging also satisfies some level of your expectations. If the design or package is not very good, sometimes product is good, but because of that wrong packaging, you will come back. For an example, you are an intelligent guy. You are on a max, having immense number of intelligence at your mind. But when you represent yourself, it was completely not in a format. Format रे आपण निजको represent करू नहंती. So जेंते हमें कहू कि the first impression is the last impression. When you sit down in an interview for a job in searching for MNC, whether you have a skill or you do not have a skill, सेटा तो आपन को इंटरव्यू जे पचारिबो सी भाबिबो ना आपन पर स्किल अछि कि अछि जेतला आपन से तो कथा हबो. बट जेतला आपन देखिबो योर फर्स्ट लुक इज सो different. It was not considerable. आपण कहि परबे you are not very representable. ताहले से कोन हो ना ता मुंडर गोटे नेगेटिव परसेप्शन आसीबो. It was completely a negative perception came to the person's mind. And से नेगेटिव परसेप्शन ता को जेतले कैरी करके आगु को बढ़ुची से देखिबो कि आपण को क्वेश्चन भी सेमिति अटपटा पचारिबो. सो बहुत टाइम रे हमें कहू कि इफ यू लुक गुड, if you look presentable, good means what? Presentable. ताहले भी certain time रे लोको crack करी जानती with minimum skills. So that's why this packaging is very essential. Whether it is a product packaging or a human packaging, everything is essential. So packaging also have the description of the product. Remember, आपण जेतले गोटे पैकेज देखुचंदी ना, एटा गोटे डिस्क्रिप्शन भी रखुनी. आपण जे कोनोसी प्रोडक्ट गोटे किनुचंदी, the packet upare about the product uses, how to keep it or where to keep it, or product price, weight, MRP, manufacturation date, expiry date, certain kind of communication addresses. If you have any complaint, where to drop it. Then the mark, which is like FSSI mark ho ki jodi food products achi, it is veg or non-veg marks hochi. Jodi water bottle achi, tar FSSI certifications rochi. So every product have a certification jota ki seti rochi. Even in now, the product is having scanning scanner rochi jota ki apan pakekina ta bisare jani paribe. So this small tiny surface includes so many informations that is also very essential in the packaging. Now, what are the objective of packaging as Chandu? Product protection, product identification, product convenience, product promotion, and product profit generation. These are the objective. Product protection kono, for an example, you are buying a milk packet and it was came along with the, jari packet aସୁଛି milk ଟା, but ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ jari packet is not healthy. But remember, ତ ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଯେମିତି କି Omfed milk aସୁଛି, they said that whatever packet they are using, that was not very harmful. Fine. So, but it is required to protect from the outer environment. You required a plastic packet for that liquid substance, so they will provide it. Then product identification, ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ Omfed ର ଜରିଟେ କିଣୁଛନ୍ତି ତା ଦେହରେ product identification ଅଛି, that is Omfed logo, whether it is a pasteurized milk or a normal milk. Then it was a the different color packet ରେ ଆସୁଛି, it was represented different type of, କୋଥିରେ ଟିକେ fat ଅଧିକା ରହୁଛି, କୋଥିରେ ଟିକେ fat କମ ରହୁଛି. So ଏମିତି କରିକି varieties ଆସୁଛି. So product identify କରିବା ପାଇଁ କି easy, ଯଦି ମତେ red color ନବାର ଅଛି କି ମତେ blue color ନବାର ଅଛି କି ମତେ କଣ ନବାର ଅଛି, so identification ପାଇଁ କି ବି ଆପଣଙ୍କର color change କରିକି ନା product ର ବିକ୍ରି ହଉଛି, so that easily it will be identified. It will be convenient to, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟିଏ example ଦଉଛି, it will convenient to carry. Otherwise you have to take a carrier from your home. ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ tiffin କି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ନେଇକି ଯିବେ, ଗୋଟେ jug ନେଇକି ଯିବେ, so that you could able to carry the milk. But ଯଦି for an example you forget that, then it is difficult to carry the milk. So it was convenience. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ Omfed milk ଟା ଗୋଟେ ଜରିରେ ଆସିଯାଉଛି, it was convenient for the people. Then product promotion bhi ତା ଦେହରେ ହେଇଯାଉଛି, that means the leaf ରେ everything was written, fine, that you have to use before this product expiry, and the expiry date is this. Then it has to be the manufacturer name, manufacturer address, where to keep it. You have to keep it in the cool place so that it will be retained, will remain in a good condition for a longer time period. So every detailing about the product promotion is there, and profit making generation also came along with the package. Jodi bahut bhalo package achi, so it will promote also, to apanko product ta sri promotion bi paibo. Sorry. The function of packaging, it will protect the content, it will provide product density, it acts as a promotional tool, it provides user convenience, it facilitates product identification, it allows easy product mix, it extends the product life cycle. So first of all, it protects the content that we already discussed. ame jo product ta nochu set outer environment ru protect kariya pai ki taku gote content bhitere ame purochu. It provides product density. So that means what? When there is a product, if the packaging was not there, then might be it was jodi loose upon anibe dhali jibo, so the density taku, product density taku gote particular content bhitere rakha hauchi, so that it was being protected. Then it is a promotional tool. Why promotional tool? As I already told you that in every particular leaf, every detailing was there, so that's why it is a promotional tool. It provides user convenience because we will carry easily, that's why it is user convenience. It facilitated product identification, as I have already told you, that this is red color, that means pasteurized, green color, no, sorry, blue color, non-pasteurized, orange color, less fatty. So, basing on the color of this, homemade milk, you could choose accordingly what you're really looking forward to buy. It allows easy product mix and it extends the life cycle. So it allows product mix. What means what? When you have lots of information in product, different product, what a particular product nature to Nestle. Nestle ro kitte items asuchi, chocolates asuchi, baby products asuchi, then this Maggie and all asuchi. Eguda sabu Nestle ro product asuchi. Now it allows for the product easy product mix. बेले बेले देखिबे गोटे product पछरे तार सब product रो description या तो फिर photos थिबो. तामाने कोन? This particular company manufactures all these products. Now you have got an awareness and you will buy. जेमति कि नै जानतो हमें सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक बहुत लोक माने प्रेफर करंती सेठी पेप्सिको थिबो. PepsiCo is the company who is producing Pepsi, Leher, then Limca. So PepsiCo रो कोन product अछि से गोटी product पछरे तार different product रो ना गुडा देथिबो. So that was called extended product mix. Then extend product life cycle means what? When you give all the detail in the in the leaf of the package of the or leaf of the particular product, it will create a entho in the customers to buy while they are reading. So it will extend the product life cycle. That means ଆପଣଙ୍କର जो growth rate ରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଏଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଅଧିକା ସମୟ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଟାଣି ନବ. Now, type of packaging रे रहला कोन? Primary packaging. Primary packaging माने just आपण outer cover नै जानतु सेही milk रो जो outer cover टा को हमें दोछु सेटा कोछु primary packaging. Secondary packaging means if it is came along with some added package system. Then shipping packaging जेतले आपण कोनोसी product टा shipping रे जाउची, then the packaging was very different because it has to be very hardly packaged, otherwise the product was being damaged. Packaging decision based on the budget of the particular company. What should be the budget? Accordingly, the packaging decision has to be taken. Now came to the next portion, that was called labeling. Labeling कौन? The labeling है package ऊपर जो detailing रहुची about the product, about the brand, about the manufacturer's detail, whatever the use, how to use the product. ये जो indications रहुची, these indications are called product labeling, and it is only give the awareness about the product and its services, about the manufacturer to the person which is imprinted upon the product. Objective of labeling hela kono na to bring home the product features, to facilitate the exchange processes, to increase the self services, product related services, something like support services, credit services, guarantee, warranty, everything was being detailing. So that was called objective of labeling. It is branding, packaging and labeling. Now came to the next content, that was called pricing. I know I'm going little fast, but we left only 3 classes because today
No,
our
no,
class
okay,
is,
okay, madam, not an issue.
no.
Please going
So
for
Ma'am, can you show the previous slide?
which one, right? The objective of labeling.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, before that,
Acha, this one, product labeling.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. You are taking screenshot or what? Subhasri? Subhasri, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Taking just a screenshot.
No, not required.
Not
Today
required,
I
madam will
will,
provide you.
today I will send you unit 1, 2, 3. So you have to prepare by yourself. And then before the last class, I will give you 4th and 5th unit. So don't worry. Don't take it, why to save it. I will share the PDFs with you.
No,
Okay.
how will get the PDF, madam, actually?
I will give it in the community.
Okay, okay. Very thankful, madam.
Yes,
And-
better.
Sorry? Sorry? Okay. Okay. Pricing. What do you understood by price? Price of a product is called its value expressed in terms of money, where which the consumer is expected to pay, and in the from the seller point of view, in return or exchange in economic terms, that is value satisfaction. Fine. So as a customer, what your expectation of pricing? Pricing ro expectations kon thai as a customer? ଆପଣ ମାନେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଟଙ୍କାଟେ କି 2 ଟଙ୍କା ଆମର ଯେତେବେଳେ for an example you are staying in a road, you're going through a road, and because of the red light you are staying for 5 minutes or 3 minutes, then there is a beggar came to your side and beg money. You do have a ଆଜିକାଲି ତ 5 ଆଉ 10 ଛଡା ଆଉ ତାଠୁ ଛୁଟା ନାହିଁ. You have 10 rupees, you have given that 10 rupees to a beggar. Fine. But when you buy a 3 rupees वाला पेन, बहुत पिला माने 3 टंकिया पेन रे लिखंती ताकू जे आपण बल्क रे किनिबे ताटू भी कम पड़े. तो इट वाज जदि आपण बल्क रे किनचंदी नै नियंतु 2.75 पैसा, जदि आपण इंडिविजुअल किनचंदी नै जानतु 3 rupees. Now that 3 rupees रा पेन जेतले आपण लेखु लेखु बंद हे गला, आपण संगे संग रागी के से पेन टा फोपडुचंदी और कहचंदी हे पैसा वेस्ट हे गला. Now it is 3 rupees. It is less than what you pay to a beggar. But still you feel dissatisfied if it is not working. That is what called the value of a product, which is being expressed through the satisfaction of the customer. जदि प्रोडक्ट आपण टंकाटे देई किनंतु 2 टंका देई किनंतु 3 टंका देई किनंतु और 3 लाख टंका देई किनंतु, जदि प्रोडक्ट आपण को satisfy न कला, immediately it will came from the customer, it is a useless product. Why I have buy it? I should not, or it is my wrong decision to buy this particular product because this is a complete useless. Got it? But that 3 rupees nowhere values a lot for you. आपण ପାଇଁ 3 ଟଙ୍କା ବହୁତ ଅଧିକ value କରୁନି, but still आपण dissatisfied. So price means the product value which is expressed in terms of consumers satisfaction, because consumer expectations while he is paying a money to buy a product, the expectations are very high. So what is the importance of pricing? Price is a key factor which affects a company's operations. It plays an important role at all level of activities of a company. It influences the ways to be paid, rent to be paid, interest, profit to be paid. It helps in proper allocation of resources by controlling the price, and the demand and supply factor may easily be adjusted. That means what? When we'll be talking about a company's operation, preparing a company's budget, the product price plays a vital role. Why? Because while you're choosing your product price, apart from that, it will influence all kind of or level of activities of the company. So the additional costs are like wages to be paid, rent to be paid, interest, profit, egoda additional, expenditures do you have. But जदि आपन का प्रोडक्ट फेल ही जाउची, what you identified with the particular pricing, जदि फेल ही जाउची, it will influence everything. So that's why, or also influence the demand and supply of your company. So that's why choosing or identifying the product price is very, very important decision. Apart from that, remember, apart from that, when we're talking about how to price a product, what should be the ideal pricing? Because India is a country where the maximum people is expecting a product with the minimum price. Fine. Upon India bahar ko palantu. Those who are staying in UK, USA, or the countries where the monetary value is very high in comparison to India, you'll find out because of the currency was very high, because of that reason, they're spending a lots of money in the day-to-day life while they're buying it. Fine. That means what? If you buy, if your standard of living over here is like a average standard of living is 5,000 or 10,000. Apna 5 ki 10,000 pro product kinle apna whole per head I'm talking about whole month apna at least kichi na hole both minimum food khaikina bhi banchi paribe. But if you go outside, that means out to India, it was too difficult. Their currency was high, and so as to their product pricing was very high. Even in day-to-day life for a product, Rabi, pricing is very high. Got it? So here in India, identifying the price and so as to it will complement to your budget, so as to it will give you profit, it is very difficult. That means pricing decision Nabba India is very difficult because it will maximum look minimum pricing system taku appreciate karanti. Fine. And minimum pricing jodi apan karuchanti, tahale how to make your budget, how to make profit out of that minimum pricing concept, seta be apanku bhabibaku padiba while you thinking about, identifying a good price for your product, sellable price for your product. Now came to the objective of pricing. Objective of pricing re kon asuchi na first objective of identifying the price is, this is the most common objective of, company may fix the price with the aim of earning certain percentage of profit. That is the first objective of pricing. Kon na ame profit earn kariba darkar. So price taku tike increase karajibo because of to earn profit. So that was the common objective of any manager while he was thinking about what should be the best price to sell the product. Then market share objective. Some companies fix the price with the view of capturing new market or to increase and maintain the existing market share. The objective of pricing here is maintain the existing market share. The objective here is to either avoid competition or to meet it. If you will go along with the minimum pricing concept, market share objective mane kon minimum price apan karuchandi. Now when you came along with the minimum pricing concept, you could able to capture the market easily. କାରଣ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ଥାନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନେ କି ସବୁ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ କେ ଦେଖିବେ and they will saw the price. Even in I, ମୁଁ ବି ଯେତେବେଳେ ମାର୍କେଟ କୁ ଯାଏ ମୁଁ କଣ କରେ 5ଟା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ଦେଖିବି ତ ମୁଁ ତାର ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ ଦେଖୁଥିବି. Then I'll go for a comparison. Then I'll find out, no, this particular if I'll go for to buy a basmati chawal, then there are lots of options like India Gate basmati rice was there. Then the same Reliance manufacturing basmati rice is there. Then there is one more that Sapola basmati rice is there. Then you'll go for the comparison of these three and you'll find out that Sapola is the minimum. You know that all these three are brand leader. Whether you go for the India Gate, whether you go for the Sapola, whether you go for the Reliance, these three are brand leaders. Now brand leader bhitere bhi jile apan ko option achi choosing with the price, you'll see the same kind of rice, same length, and the price was little bit up and down, like something was 20 rupees less, something is some particular one is 20 rupees high. So why should pay more? Why should not pay less? So बुझी परचंदी आ माने हला pricing market share objective माने कोन? According to the competitors, according to the competition, you have to decrease your price to capture the new market. Then came to the stabilization of price. Usually it was a oligopoly market where the large number of buyers and large number of sellers ko ame kochu kono oligopoly market. The objective of the product while fixing the price is to avoid the price war. Fluctuation is price. तामाने price war माने कोन? Price war कहिया गले कि आपण stability रखंतु. Price war हेले आपण बढ़ेबे नले कमेबे, बढ़ेबे कमेबे according to the competition. So fluctuation is price is always very bad. ଯେମିତି କାଲି ଆମେ କଥା ହଉଥିଲୁ ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ଲକ୍ଜରିୟସ୍ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟରେ ଫ୍ଲକ୍ଚୁଏସନ ହଉଛି. So 2 days, 3 days back, I buy a gold for one of my cousin brother because his marriage was there. I buy a gold, earring for her, his, would be wife. That was for 10 gram is 69,000 rupees. Yesterday, my Mausi was there, and she was going with me to buy a gold, anything gold made product for her, and the gold price is 71,500. Yesterday, my one more Mausi has bought a gold ring, and the price was 71,000. And today, day before that, that means what? There is a huge fluctuation. But when we're talking about gold, the fluctuation is, not having any kind of a price discriminations. But same ଯଦି ଆପଣ ନେଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ ସଲ୍ଟରେ ପ୍ରତିଦିନ ଦେଖିବେ 10 ଟଙ୍କା ବଢିଥିବ 15 ଟଙ୍କା କମିଥିବ 10 ଟଙ୍କା ବଢିଥିବ 5 ଟଙ୍କା କମିଥିବ ଏଟାକୁ ଆମେ ବିଲକୁଲ ବି ସେମିତି fluctuation କୁ accept କରିହବନି. That's why companies never made that kind of fluctuation, never goes to the price war. They try to avoid it. They go for a stabilization of price. Then the recovery cost pricing means what? For an example, ଆପଣଙ୍କ product ଟା ବିକ୍ରି ହେଲାନି, fine, ଆପଣ manufacture ତ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନା, କରିବେ କ'ଣ ନା ଏଠି କ'ଣ କରିବେ ନା ଆପଣ କିଛି added attraction କରିବେ, କିଛି ଆପଣ 1+1 offer ଦେବେ and try to recover the at least actual cost which is being there to prepare a product. ଆପଣଙ୍କର actual total cost ଟାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ, actual manufacturing cost ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ recover କରିବେ. So that was be ଗୋଟେ pricing objective ଥାଏ. Then penetration objective ପଳେଇ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ PLC ର first stage, product life cycle first stage. When you enter to the market, your strategy has to be low pricing. ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ product ନେଇକି market କୁ entry କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା, ସବୁବେଳେ ମନେ ରଖନ୍ତୁ low pricing concept ରେ ଯିବେ, otherwise market ରେ ଆପଣ ପଶି ପାରିବେ ନାହିଁ. To maintain the product image, in case the product is to fix higher price to create a perception that the product is a superior product, is called a market skimming strategy. That means woodland shoes, it was never came down. The pricing was fixed. So because it was came with a superior quality, it is came with a superior brand, it was never came down. Fine. So it was called skimming strategy. ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ popular brand ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ skimming strategy କୁ ନେଇପାରିବେ, adapt କରିପାରିବେ. Got it? In the next class, we'll talk about the factor influencing price determination, pricing. Next teacher ଥିବେ ଯଦି class ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଦିଅ. Next class ଯେତେବେଳେ ମୁଁ free ଥିବି, we will go for the open house. Next class ଆଜି କାହାର ଅଛି ପିଲାମାନେ? ଆପର class ଟା OB
share କରିଦେବେ PDF
Information
ଟା.
ଆସିନି.
definitely କାହାର ଥିଲା?
ଆସିନି କିଛି information madam.
Information ତମକୁ ତ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି ନା, ତମକୁ
Next
ଯେମିତି
class
plan
organization
Organization
behavior ଅଛି.
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ,
Organizational behavior.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ଟାଇମ ଟେବୁଲ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି, ଟୁଡେ ଇଜ ଟ୍ୟୁଜଡେ OB ଅଛି, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯୋଉ ଟାଇମ ଟେବୁଲ ଦିଆ ହେଇଥିଲା, what I remember only 3ଟି କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଆମର କ'ଣ ହେଇଥିଲା, 3ଟି କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଆମେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କରିଛୁ, otherwise it was goes as time table. 7:15 ରୁ 8:15 ଗୋଟିଏ କ୍ଲାସ୍ FA କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା ସଣ୍ଡେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା ଆମେ ଆଡଜଷ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲୁ, ବାକି it was going on to time table. କେବଳ 8:15 ରୁ 9:15 ଗୋଟିଏ ଦିନ ଥର୍ସଡେ ଦିନ ଆଡଜଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଥିଲା, otherwise it was going on time table. Then 10:15 ରୁ 9:15 ରୁ 10:15 ସାର୍ ତ 5 to 6 ଏ କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା ନେଉଛନ୍ତି, କେବଳ ଗୋଟିଏ ଦିନ ଫ୍ରାଇଡେ OB କ୍ଲାସ୍ଟା ଆଡଜଷ୍ଟ ହେଇଛି. 6 to 7 never adjusted, 7 to 8 never adjusted, 8 to 9 never adjusted. ତ ଆପଣ କେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଟାଇମ ଟେବୁଲ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ନାହିଁ? ଟାଇମ ଟେବୁଲ ତ we shared and accordingly it will goes on. ଆଉ ଟାଇମ ଟେବୁଲ ତଳେ ବି ଆମେ ଲେଖିଛୁ ସ୍ପେସିଫିକାଲି ଯେ sometimes due to some पर्टिकुलर रीजन जदि टीचर न नहीं पारुछंती आमे अकॉर्डिंगली ताको टिके एडजस्ट करबो नले टाइम टेबल कहीं शेयर हेनी इवन मते सर भी सही कथा कहले कि टाइम टेबल शेयर हेनी मु कहले नहीं सर शेयर हेची टाइम टेबल बुझियो छी टाइम टेबल आमे
Yes,
बनौछु बनौछु
ma'am,
बिकॉज़
timetable share भी ହେଇଛି and pin up भी ହେଇଛି community group रे.
नो टाइम टेबल दिया है मैडम एक्चुअली, बट क्या है ना, कभी कभी क्लास आगे पीछे हो रहा है एक्चुअली वही।
वही मैं बोली ना वही चार क्लासेस आगे पीछे हुए हैं
नॉर्मली शेड्यूल दिया था इनिशियली पूरा ऑनलाइन क्लास का, बट अभी थोड़ा आगे पीछे हो जाएगा कभी कभी।
ओके ओके ठीक है आई विल टॉक टू मैम विल जॉइन फाइन आई एम लिविंग दी अच्छा
Madam already there, present madam.
ओह मैडम थैंक यू ओके मु आपन को मैडम होस्ट कर दो छी मु लेफ्ट
हाँ।
दियो
हाँ, thank you.
आगे आगे
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
थैंक यू
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू
Okay, thank you, madam.
थैंक यू
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning,
Good morning.
ma'am.
Morning, madam.
Good morning, madam.
Good morning, madam.
So at least we are fortunate enough that the winter has started.
Yes, ma'am.
ନାଇଁ ନହେଲେ ଆମର ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଋତୁ ଚକ୍ରରେ 11 ମାସ ଗୋଟେ ଋତୁ ସେ ହେଲା ସମର ଆଉ 12th month is a mix of all the seasons ନା ଆଉ ପିଲାଙ୍କର ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ ଯୋଉ seasonal cycle ଟା ବହିରୁ syllabus ରୁ ଉଠେଇ ଦେବେ so this
Yes,
time we are
ma'am.
fortunate maybe I don't know maybe it is Bhubaneswar ରେ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ଥିବେ ତ ଆଜି ଟିକେ rain ବି experience କରୁଥିବେ it might be a effect of low pressure or winter I don't know but ଯାହା ବି ହଉ we are fortunate to experience winter at least
Yes,
ଶାଲ
ma'am.
ସ୍ୱେଟର ଗୁଡା ଟିକେ ବାହାରିକି ନିଶ୍ୱାସ ନେବେ ଜ୍ୟାକେଟ ଫ୍ୟାକେଟ ଲୋକ ଏତେ ଶକ ରେ କିଣନ୍ତି ଟିକେ ସେମାନେ ବାହାରିକି
Madam, ବର୍ଷା
ହଁ
ହଉଛି କି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଆଡେ ସେପଟରେ?
ହଁ ଟିକେ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ରୁ ବର୍ଷା ହଉଛି
ହଁ ନାଇଁ, ଏଠି ବି ଚାଲିଛି, ମୁଁ ବି
Same
କଟକରେ
here.
ଅଛି।
ଆପଣ
ଚାଲିଛି
କୋଉଠୁ
ଜୋର ଜୋରସେ।
କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ କୋଉଠୁ
ନାଇଁ,
କହୁଛନ୍ତି
ମୁଁ କଟକରେ ରୁହେ, କଟକରେ ଘର।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ନା ଆମର
କଟକରେ ମାନେ
ଜୋରସୋର
ଏଠି
ନାହିଁ ଆପଣ କଟକ ବାଲା ଧରି ନେଇଛନ୍ତି ବର୍ଷାକୁ ଆମେ ଖାଲି ଟିକେ ଝିପ୍ ଝିପ୍ ପାଉଛୁ
ନାଇଁ,
Ma'am, ଆମେ
ରାଇଟ୍ ନା ଝିପ୍ ଝିପ୍ ହଉଛି।
ହଁ
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଆମେ
ସକାଳେ
କାଲି
ଝିପ୍ ଝିପ୍ ଚାଲିଛି।
ହେଇସାରିଛୁ ବର୍ଷା ଅଲରେଡି ମ୍ୟାମ୍। ଆମର
କୋଉଠି
କାଲି ହେଇଥିଲା
ଆପଣ
ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜ ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜ
କଟକରେ ବି
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଏବେ ହଉଛି, କଟକରେ ବି ବର୍ଷା ହଉଛି ସକାଳୁ।
ତାହେଲେ
ହଁ,
ଆପଣ
ଝିପ୍ ଝିପ୍
ମୟୂରଭଞ୍ଜରୁ
ଝିପ୍ ଝିପ୍ ଚାଲିଛି।
ପଠେଇଛନ୍ତି ଗାଡିରେ ସେଥିରେ ଆସିକି ଏଠି ପହଞ୍ଚିଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଛାଡି ଯାଇଛୁ।
okay so today we'll take up a very small yes
Ma'am, ରାତିରେ ହେଇଥିଲା ଅନୁଗୁଳରେ.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଉ
ଓକେ,
anyway
ତାମାନେ ଶୁଭଶ୍ରୀ ଅନୁଗୁଳରେ ରୁହନ୍ତି।
Yes.
ଓକେ,
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଆଜି ତମ ଅନୁଗୁଳ ମୋର ଯିବାର ଥିଲା, କ୍ୟାନସଲ ହେଇଗଲା ଡ୍ୟୁ ଟୁ ରେନି।